Mexico roars. BTS welcomed at the presidential palace. Jeon Jungkook steals the spotlight with his incredible charisma. Hello ARMY all around the world. Welcome back again to Kpop BTS channel, the place where every story about BTS feels closer, more emotional, and always leaves unforgettable memories behind. On this channel, we don't just talk about concerts. We don't just discuss visuals or performances on stage. We also relive every emotion, every small moment, and every story that keeps the world talking about BTS. And this time, the world was truly shaken by what happened in Mexico. A night that at first looked like an ordinary official visit suddenly turned into an extraordinary moment that left the media, fans, and even important political figures completely amazed. Because that night, BTS didn't arrive merely as global artists. They arrived as symbols of the world, symbols of music, symbols of culture, and symbols of a force capable of uniting millions of hearts from different countries. But among all the members present that night, one figure once again made the world stop for a moment just to look at him. Jeon Jungkook. And believe it, ARMY, what happened that night truly felt like a scene from a movie. But before we dive deeper into this incredible story, don't forget to support this channel by subscribing, liking, and turning on notifications so you won't miss the latest updates about BTS and all of their emotional moments around the world. Because what happened in Mexico will become one of the most unforgettable moments for ARMY this year. Everything started several days before BTS arrived in Mexico. Local media began reporting the possibility of their visit to the presidential palace. And within hours, the internet exploded. ARMY from different countries started arriving in Mexico. The airport was filled with fans holding purple light sticks in their hands. Hotels around the city center quickly became crowded with ARMY who came with one purpose: to witness this historic moment in person. On social media, the name BTS kept trending everywhere. But there was one thing that caught people's attention. Most of the comments were talking about one name: Jeon Jungkook. Many fans said they had a feeling Jungkook would once again become the center of attention. And it turned out, they were absolutely right. The awaited day finally arrived. That morning, Mexico City felt different. The air itself seemed filled with excitement that was impossible to explain. Across the main streets, huge BTS posters could be seen everywhere. Some cafes even played BTS playlists all day long. Cars passed by blasting songs like Dynamite, Butter, and Euphoria. And every time Jungkook's voice was heard, ARMY instantly sang along together. It felt like the entire city was celebrating something massive. As evening approached, the atmosphere around the presidential palace became even more unbelievable. Security was tightened. Media outlets from around the world filled the area outside the palace. Reporters stood ready with their best cameras. Everyone was waiting for one moment: the arrival of BTS. And when the line of black vehicles finally appeared from the distance, everything changed instantly. ARMY screams echoed loudly everywhere. Some people were already crying before the members even stepped out. Each member's name was shouted non-stop: RM, Jimin, Taeyong, J-Hope, Suga, Jeon, Jungkook. But the moment the car door opened and Jeon Jungkook stepped out, the entire atmosphere exploded. The screams became even louder. Cameras immediately turned toward him. Many reporters even fought for the best angle just to capture Jungkook. And honestly, his visuals that night felt unreal. He wore an elegant black suit with simple yet luxurious details. His hair was perfectly styled. His gaze looked calm. His walk was relaxed. But his aura felt so powerful that it was hard to describe with words. Many people on social media instantly said the same thing: he truly looks like a global icon. The way he walks alone makes everyone speechless. His charisma is on another level. And what shocked people even more was that many who previously didn't know much about BTS started talking about Jungkook too. Some Mexican journalists even called him the center of attention. Others said his presence brought a completely different energy to the palace. But the moment that truly shocked the world happened several minutes after BTS entered the main hall of the presidential palace. The official welcoming ceremony began with a formal and respectful atmosphere. The BTS members stood politely while greeting everyone respectfully. The President of Mexico then warmly greeted each member one by one. Everything seemed normal until he started speaking with Jeon Jungkook. And at that exact moment, the atmosphere shifted. The president's expression looked genuinely amazed. He smiled widely while speaking with Jungkook longer than with the other members. Several invited guests were even seen watching their interaction closely. According to sources who attended that night, the President of Mexico praised Jungkook for having an incredibly strong aura while remaining humble. He was also reportedly impressed by Jungkook's natural charisma. And once that news spread, the internet completely exploded. Army around the world flooded social media with emotional comments. Jungkook is truly different. He always makes everyone fall for him. Even the president was impressed. This is why he's called the Golden Magne. But what made fans even prouder was Jungkook's attitude throughout the night. Despite receiving enormous attention, he remained incredibly polite. He continuously bowed respectfully to staff and guests. He smiled warmly at everyone. That night at the presidential palace in Mexico, all eyes seemed to focus on Jeon Jungkook. Several times, he waved warmly toward the army waiting outside the palace, and that simple gesture alone made many fans emotional. Because for ARMY, Jungkook has always been loved not only for his visuals and talent, but also for his sincerity and warm heart. Throughout the event, cameras constantly captured Jungkook's expressions, smiles, and respectful attitude while listening to others speak. Everything about him instantly went viral online. Many Mexican fans who saw him in person admitted they were amazed by his natural aura and charisma. Outside the palace, ARMY continued singing together with purple light sticks shining brightly, creating a deeply emotional atmosphere. As the event ended, BTS walked back toward their vehicles while fans screamed with excitement. But the most unforgettable moment happened when Jungkook paused before entering the car, smiled softly, and waved at the fans for a long time. That small action touched many hearts. Because despite being a global superstar, Jungkook always tries to return the love fans give him. And that night in Mexico once again proved that Jeon Jungkook is more than just an idol. He is a global phenomenon capable of captivating millions through his charisma, talent, and sincerity. Meanwhile, BTS once again showed the world why their influence is truly extraordinary. So ARMY, what do you think about this unforgettable moment?